This is crazy as shit. Nah, this is crazy. If you ain't been understanding, like, been seeing, like, DDG been going through it with this girl, bruh. Like Soluminati would say, Halle, your time has come. Nah, but let's see. This is a serious matter. I heard like her side, and like I seen the messages, some of them on Twitter, and she's suicidal, and that shit isn't funny, and that shit isn't something to play with, and people's like, trying to make fun of it. That shit's not cool, and I hope she gets help. But fuck all that. Without further ado, let's get into this motherfucking video. You feel me?
I done went through all these documents. Y'all ain't getting the voice for the people right now. Y'all getting Kim from New York, okay? Did she put the air tag in the vitamin bottle in the car? Halle, child, I was reading it like, oh my god. Child was popping up at the movie theater using the air tag. Okay, let's go through the beginning. So Halle originally filed for full custody and a restraining order and child support. And she also asked the judge, can she take her son to Italy because she has to go to work for 2 months. And she's supposed to leave June 7th. And DDG today filed for a restraining order in full custody. And he's also asking the judge not to allow her to go to Italy because he's saying that she self-harmed herself and that she has repeatedly done this throughout their relationship, basically saying that the child is not protected in her custody, so she might not even go to Italy come June 7th. But when I tell you I read all these pages and my mouth was on the floor, and I mean he had text message after text message. Child, what the hell? Okay, so this started from,
and the crazy thing is, bro, y'all was already ruling this man out. Oh, he's this and he's that. The proof is in the messages. DDG was never the problem, but somehow you females sit up here and still make it seem like DDG's at fault. Listen, that postpartum depression shit don't mean, like, y'all keep using that as a fucking excuse. That shit is dumb as shit. I don't give a fuck. Now, I don't understand how it worked, so let me not even say that, cause that's not right for me to say. Let me not say that. That's dumb as fuck. But you can't blame all of this shit on that when she was acting like this prior to having the baby. On top of that, if you want to blame postpartum depression for her acting this way, so when you get drunk and you do some shit, just blame it on being drunk and you can't get in trouble for it then. Basically. Like, come on, bro. We can't be just making excuses just for her because y'all don't like DDG. Y'all don't even care about Halle. Y'all just don't like DDG. That shit is weird. Y'all niggas are weird. And it's strictly the females.
March 2022. This is before the pregnancy. This is their first incident where she didn't trust him. She basically was accusing him of cheating, and they got into this big argument, and he left, and she said that she was going to off herself. So she was basically using this tactic to try to get him to come back and, make him feel guilty for leaving in the first place. So she has been doing this throughout their relationship. Then DDG also mentioned when he DM'd Ruby Rose, and Halle was very upset. They got into this big, huge argument behind it. She ended up texting, well, he didn't put who the person was, but Baby Rich already hinted at it already. She ended up texting Brent Fires that night to go to a Grammys party just to give back at DDG. Now, DDG was done with the relationship at that point, but she was trying to get, even though she did that, she was trying to get back with him, and
no comment. Tough.
And again, was using the self-harming tactic that she does. But now let's talk about the actual pregnancy. One night, Halle called DDG and said that she was bleeding and having cramps. So he called the GYN, and this was early on in her pregnancy. He called the GYN and found out that she took an abortion pill, and that's why she was bleeding and cramping, because she was trying to get rid of the baby.
I ain't know that. Damn, my nigga Halo almost wasn't here. What the fuck? Why did this have to come out? Because he gonna grow up and see this shit, bruh.
He was upset, and according to DDG, she was using the pregnancy to try to manipulate him. You know, when he didn't do what she wanted him to do, she would threaten him and say that she's gonna get rid of the baby. And they already had a conversation about co-parenting if things didn't work out. I guess Halle didn't want to do that, so she had the pill without notifying him, and then he found out about it, and then, you know, they got into this argument, and then he didn't want to talk to her no more, but then she felt some type of way about the situation, and she wanted to really be with him, and now she's trying to go to the medical appointments so she could keep her baby and make sure that the baby wasn't harmed, which she kept reassuring DDG that the baby was okay. The pill didn't do anything because she didn't take the second pill. But at this point, he was upset because if we already had a discussion and you got upset, and based off of you getting upset for that very moment and you ready to make a big change or make this drastic decision without me, like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, child was just a lot. So fast forward, they ended up getting back together. More toxic shit was going on. They ended up getting into an argument again. They ended up breaking up. At this point, Halle is well off into her pregnancy, and they're now broken up again. And DDG, who now has more time on his hands, is going to the studio. He's hanging out with his friends, and there was an incident where he went to a movie theater. Halle popped up at the movie theater because he was there with a girl, but he said,
hold on.
Movie theater. Halle popped up at the movie theater.
Let me tell you something. If I ain't gonna lie, DDG is wrong for this. If you pregnant and you at the movie theaters with another girl, that's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. There's no cute. I ain't gonna lie, that's fucked up.
Because he was there with a girl, but he said in the statement that this was just a friend. But Halle is like 6+.
DDG. Stop the cap. Stop it. Stop it. No.
Months at this point. So she's very upset because they're not together, and then you're out and about with somebody else. But he not knowing how she even knew that they were at this movie. Come to find out, she was putting air tags in all his cars. DDG was wondering why he was getting notifications.
That's the type of shit that gets you sniped. If I find out you put an air tag in my car, I'm sniping the shit out you. You're done. What do you mean you putting air tags in my shit? Halle, I would have sniped you. I would have sniped your ass. As soon as I seen you, I would have sniped you. What the fuck be wrong with you? It ain't never that deep. Man, just share your low with me or something. But as crazy as your ass is, you wasn't getting my low.
That an air tag was tracking him when he didn't have an air tag. It was her air tag. She put it in the car inside of a vitamin bottle, knowing he wasn't gonna look at no vitamin bottle, and she put it inside of the car, and the air tag was tracking when he went. When Halle arrived at the movie theater, sis was turning up. Okay, sis was screaming before she even got in. She opened the door and didn't even know where he was at. She said, "Motherfucker, motherfucker." Sis was going off using every profanity word she could think of inside that movie theater. It was so bad that DDG and the girl had to get up and leave, where she ended up following behind them and was still cursing them out, calling them all type of names, trying to fight the girl, put hands on the girl. The girl had to kind of move it. You know, she ain't trying to fight Halle because at this point, Halle is good and pregnant at this point. She got a whole belly. I don't even understand how we didn't even capture this footage. Okay, where was the people at in the movie theaters?
No facts. This shit would have been all around the blogs, TMZ and some more shit, Shade Room.
Child, you know something like that, people ready, they don't even know who you are, they ready to throw their camera up. The Little Mermaid was turning up in the movie theater, honey. She ain't care about who the hell she was at that moment. Y'all was about to feel this wrath. Now let's fast forward a little bit, because after she gave birth to Halo, before she even gave birth to Halo, at this point DDG felt like he had to be with her in order for her not to do something to harm their child or herself. And she knew this, and she was trying to use this as a manipulation tactic to try to keep him, basically, because at that point he was done with her. You screaming at me, you're beating on me, you pulling out knobs, you're trying to cut me up, child.
And the crazy thing is, he would hint at this, but y'all Halle fans, y'all sit up there and treat her like a fucking goddess because she's a fucking princess, fucking Disney princess. Bro, it's something about Disney, bro, that like it's just a lot of weird shit that go on, bro. Like, the industry is weird. And she with Rock Nation and some motion. I ain't even forgetting none of that bullshit. But, like, bringing knives and all that shit. Y'all swore up and down she was a fucking sweetheart. Bitch can't even spell my. Ooh, I didn't mean that, but she can't even spell right. Souls and Rin Soik about exchanging my son in a month. What is she talking about? Manipulation, gaslighting, all types of shit up and through these messages. But y'all swore up and down this girl was a fucking princess. Fuck out of here, nigga. All that nice acting shit. Oh, hi, guys. Man, fuck out of here. I see right through that bullshit. Goofy ass shit, man.
DDG at some point was done, but he couldn't be completely done because now you done welcomed a baby in this situation. They had the baby,
Facts.
Right? And everything was going well. They were still trying to make things work. And then another incident happened where they got into another argument, and now firearms were pulled out because DDG has a firearm, and Halle knows that, and she stays in the house. Allegedly, she pulled out the firearm
That alone tells you she should not have custody of Halo. I don't care, bro. DDG in 5. I'm biased. Fuck out of here. I don't care. You pulling out weapons? You talking about killing yourself? Somebody need to check on her right now, bro. I'm telling you.
Because
make sure she
he
alive,
already left the house, and she left the house with the firearm looking for him and wondering where he was at. And according to him, he said that she was insecure. She always thought he was cheating on her. She always thought that he was doing something other than what he was saying. So sis was just... it was just a lot. She's driving in the car after an argument with Halo in the back. She's crying, yelling at him on the phone. At this point, DDG is scared for his son's life and her life because she's mad and yelling and driving fast, you know, and he's on the phone. He can't do nothing about it. And then another incident kept happening, and then it just keep reoccurring at this point. It's coming too close together. Before, it was like, you know, we had some gaps in between. We have little arguments, blowouts and stuff like that, and it had some time. And now it's reoccurring too fast. Okay, she's hitting him and slapping him in front of the family. She's calling him all type of names. The son is there.
You ain't doing that in front of my family and gonna leave that bitch untouched. Fuck out of here. Somebody gonna whoop your ass. It ain't gonna be me. I don't hit females, but somebody whooping your ass. Halle got no fucking respect. I don't know, bruh. I really, like, real shit, all trolling aside, but I hope she get help, cause this shit ain't cool, bruh. And niggas be...
he sees this, it's just becoming too toxic. And at this point, DDG had to walk away from the situation. They broke up. They went their own separate ways. This is when she bought her house. He bought his penthouse. But Halle is saying that she is the primary parent, and she's trying to control the situation according to DDG. She doesn't allow DDG to see the child as punishment because he didn't do what she wanted him to do. And at this point, it was
using a fucking baby as a damn leverage, a fucking weapon, just because you mad at him. It's like, she needs help, bro. Like,
becoming tiresome. Y'all know he came to the internet. Now fast forward to the incident that she brought up in her statement when he went to go pick up Halo, because she said that he could stay overnight. And when he was picking up Halo and she had Halo in her arms and she wanted to put the baby in the car, he said in the midst of them having a conversation, he saw that she was getting agitated and frustrated, and he really didn't want to have the conversation. And it started to escalate. They started to argue, and she refused to get out the car. She ended up locking herself in the car. Then he ended up calling his mom because he didn't know what to do in the situation. So the mom was here for everything. So I'm pretty sure we gonna have the mom testify because he called his mom for everything. Oh, let's go back because there was so much that happened. I forgot about this part. DDG, Halle Bailey, and Halo went to a Bruno Mars concert, and at the concert, I don't know what happened, but Halle ended up getting upset and she wanted to leave the concert early. So they ended up leaving the concert early, but then they ended up getting into an argument, and it got so bad to the point that DDG had to pull over his car and start recording because she started becoming violent while he was behind the wheel, and Halo is in the car. So at this point, he's recording the whole situation with Halo.
What the fuck? DDG, you got some good ass dick, bro. Pause. You be thrashing these hoes. Like, when you leave, they get really irritated, bro. DDG, you got some good ass dick, my nigga. I ain't gay. I'm just saying what it is. You have to, cause like, what's going on, bro? You hit And then, man, ooh, I'm not even gonna say it, bro, but this is dumb.
In the back, and he
This
has
is
that
dumb.
as proof and evidence to show that she does do these random outbursts. Now, this is just the transcript of what was said on that video, but he has that.
Keep hitting me, you stupid bitch. Keep hitting me, you stupid bitch. Keep hitting me, cheating ass. Keep hitting me, dirty dick. Dirty dick is crazy. Yup, keep hitting me, ass bitch. Yup, keep hitting me. Yeah, you got fucked. Oh, DDG OZ. Talking about, so you got fucked. Get out of my car. You got fucked before. Keep hitting me. I never got fucked. Yes, you did. You keep hitting me. Yes, you did. Yeah, keep hitting me. Nope, not even by you. Yep, keep hitting me. Not even by you. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting me. Stupid ass. Yeah, I bet you calm down. Get out. Get the fuck out of my car.
The actual video of Halle going off of him. So DDG is the respondent and she's the petitioner. He said, you keep hitting me. She said, you stupid B. You keep hitting me. Cheating. So something happened that night where she thought that he cheated on her. I don't know if she was looking through his phone, because he said that in the statement as well, that she would randomly look at his phone. She would destroy his computer, his laptop. She had a problem with everybody that he collabed with. That's why he rarely collabed with women at the time that they were together. But I felt like they both had issues when it came to that, because he had a problem with her kissing and doing things on film, and she had a problem with him collabing with females, which I mentioned this before, which a lot of people was like, oh no, she don't have no problem. Yes, she does. Secretly, she was yelling at him. She was insecure. She didn't want him to work with other females. And this is why towards the end of their relationship, it didn't work out, because he was trying to collab and get his streaming career up, and she didn't like that. So this is why they had all these issues. Okay, so pretty much he's saying, you hitting me. She's hitting him. She's calling him all type of names. She's telling him he's cheating. And, you know, they're going back and forth. It got to the point where he ended up calling his mom again. And like I said, she has been in the midst of this situation yet again. The mom and George had to pop.
Smart play for him recording and shit. Maybe he knew this was coming all along. I don't know. But men out there, please do this when a girl's ever hitting you. Because sometimes when they hit you, they'll call the cops and say you hit them. Whole time you didn't even put a fucking finger on them. It's crazy as shit. Stay woke, kings. Stay woke.
Up and de-escalate the situation, because they're going back and forth and it's becoming too toxic. So this was a recurring thing throughout their relationship that he mentioned he got evidence for, he got receipts for. Now back to the incident that happened in January when he had to go pick up HALLE from Halle Bailey's house, and Halle Bailey and DDG ended up arguing because they were talking about visitation and a schedule, which I don't know, in my opinion, I just think their careers is too demanding to have a schedule. But anyway, they got into an argument. They were going back and forth. Halle locked herself in the car. DDG called his mom. The mom was trying to de-escalate the situation. It didn't work out. They ended up going back and forth. Finally, some way he got into his car. She got mad. She lunged herself to the front of the car trying to attack him. Ended up hitting her mouth on the steering wheel. He said it wasn't him that hit her mouth. She hit her own mouth where she was trying to lunge at him, and she ended up falling because she was in the middle console and she was trying to attack.
She's a fucked up individual, because you came out and said that DDG put his fucking hands on you. And your stupid ass lunged your goofy ass into the fucking steering wheel and hit your tooth and chipped it. That's karma. You should have caught him outside of the vehicle and then hit his ass. Your goofy ass gonna lunge at him at the back seat and to the front seat. I know that shit hurt. And you sat out here and tried to like kill his image and say he put his hands on you, and that nigga ain't even touch you. But y'all still gonna look at her as a fucking princess, a goddess. Domestic violence don't matter when it come to men. Like when men get shit done to them, it don't matter. Female get something done to them, or it don't matter for us though, right? This is weird. Hold her accountable just like how y'all was trying to hold him accountable for some shit he ain't even fucking do.
attack him, and she ended up falling on the wheel and she hit her own mouth. He showed scratches where she scratched him during the altercation because she was trying to grab him, and he was just trying to get away from her. Now the whole ride back to his house, because she said that she stayed in the house, she was quiet. She was in the back seat. She was with their son, and they got to the house. He went inside with his son, and she stayed outside and talked to his mom. She talked to the sister. He said he got this on camera, which that's more evidence. And DDG's sister Titi ended up driving her home. They have evidence to show that she was outside the house talking and she was calm. Now this is the part of the text messages that just took me out. Sister said a whole bunch of stuff in the midst of a conversation. This happened August 23rd, 2022. DDG responded to a text message. He said, "Phone is on airplane mode. I'm not letting you ruin my day over that BS. The trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put in too much time and effort into making you happy to have to deal with this BS every other day. And in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating. I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like Jay-Z, like you said." What? Sis was trying to get her Jay-Z, baby. Now, this is another text message where Halle is talking. She said, "You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything, because this was my attempt to beg you to listen to me, to just answer the phone, to just hear me, and to try to understand where I'm coming from. But you don't, and you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to those bees you're used to." So Halle actually texted him after the incident in February. This happened in January when she was saying that her tooth got chipped. She texted him and she talked about the incident. She said, well, he responded. He said, "You didn't talk about HALLE for almost 2 minutes. That whole conversation was about girls. I'm working. I don't know what to tell you." Halle says, "Every day I want to die because of the way you embarrass me online and allow other women to..."
Whoa. What the fuck?
"Speak on me. I keep going because of how much I love my son." DDG responded, "I have $40,000 in bills every month. I have no choice but to work." DDG...
Damn, lucky him. So how much money he be getting? Shit.
He responded back, "Send me the clip of the girl disrespecting you. I'll give you $10,000 if you can." Now this happened last year on Mother's Day when she took his weapon and he was trying to get her to come back to the house. She said that she was going home, she was going to pack her stuff, and he texted her, "If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my weapon. You're going to let him go through life without a mom? I have to call the police. I can't let this happen."
The fuck? That's the end of the video? Well, look. Comment below how y'all feel about this situation, man. This shit ain't right. I hope Halle gets... No, fuck both of them. Fuck DZ, fuck Halle. I hope the kid just gets to experience both of his parents, man. Comment below how y'all feel. Comment below how y'all feel, man. Let me catch y'all boys in the next reaction. We out. You feeling me?